A speedy welcome to the show for everyone. This is the Speed Lane on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And I'm your host on the show. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior. Today is Thursday, the 6th day of August 2026. I hope that your week has been well so far, and I hope that you're doing okay this morning as well. And as always, the Speed Lane is where we'll talk about issues that affect our lives, our communities, and even our society at large. But from time to time, we also bring you conversations with individuals and or organizations who have something valuable to share with the public. And this morning is one of those conversations. My guest this morning in the studio is a founder and chief executive officer of Food Monger Organics, which is exactly our focus today. He joins us today to tell us about the company, what he does, the products and services he offers, and and why every family should actually pay attention to it. He'll also be introducing himself, because he's here and sharing why he's here with us this morning.
Thanks, Cynthia, for that very generous introduction. My name is Fanen Acho. I am the founder and CEO of Food Monger Organics. Our mission at Food Monger Organics is very simple. It is to make fresh, healthy, safe, and high-quality food available to all families, on one hand, while transforming agriculture in Benue State and creating jobs in the state. The good thing about this company is that we're 100% Benue-grown company. We are an integrated agro-food company that produces, processes, and distributes fresh produce across Benue State, as well as states outside of Benue, including Abuja, Lagos, Ibadan, and several other places. What makes our company very different is that we're not just a farm. We are providing a solution that helps to solve the food security problem in Benue. Benue is known as the food basket of the nation. However, there are still several gaps in the food supply chain of Benue. And what we're here to do is to help plug some of those gaps by making high quality food available to people in Benue State and around Benue. Thank you very much. Yeah.
All right. So you just heard his voice, the founder, Food Monger Organics. Now, good thing about today is you also can call in and be part of the show, as the show goes on, and share with us maybe your thoughts, questions that you might have for him, going forward. And the number we are making use of today is 08084 asking. That's 08084275464. It's the Speed Lane on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And this morning on the show, we have a guest, and he is going to be talking about Food Monger Organics, just like you heard his introduction, So I would like to ask you, what range of fresh produce, do you currently even offer, and who exactly are the products, meant for?
Thank you very much. First of all, I want to take us one step back, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Now, one of the challenges with food production in Nigeria is the quality of inputs. Most times when you look at finished products that we buy in the marketplace, it's either the shelf life is poor, or by the time they get to market, they are spoiled. And so we begin our production by solving that problem of inputs. First of all, we source the best quality seeds available in the country. We don't use GMOs, genetically modified seeds. We use organic seeds that are of the best quality. That guarantees that the fruit that will come from those seeds will be high quality. And so if the seed is faulty, most times the end product becomes also faulty. So the first thing that we do is that we source the best quality seeds for our produce. Currently, we're producing mostly premium quality vegetables. We're producing tomatoes, producing bell peppers, habanero peppers, chili peppers. We're producing cucumbers. We're producing sweet corn. We're producing lettuce. We're producing cabbage. We're producing watermelons. We intend to expand this product range as the farm grows. But right now we have all of these, on the farm, ready for harvest and already being sold to the marketplace. The good thing about our products is that for all of these products, we ensure that we farm them organically. That means that there is a very little use of chemicals. We try to use organic fertilizers. We use organic manure. We use for our crop protection, we use organic means. For example, we use things like neem leaves to treat disease. So what you're getting is not a pesticide-infested product, but one that is purely organic and that is not has no risk to your health.
All right. So listening to you, it's clear that this goes beyond simply just growing and selling vegetables, because you find so many people that actually do that. If you go to like marketplaces, it's also about making sure that people have access to like the good ones, like the fresh ones, the healthy and then quality, while still creating opportunities through agriculture here in Benue State. I would like you to touch a bit on that one, because you mentioned job creation through agriculture. So what exactly does that mean?
Okay, so first of all, let me just give you a sense of the scale of our farm. Our current farm is a 5-hectare fully irrigated farm. What that means is that we're able to cultivate and produce all year round, whether it's rainy season or dry season. Now, on this 5-hectare farm, you have several tens of thousands of crops across the range that I mentioned earlier, sweet corn, bell peppers, and all of those things. This scale of farming requires a lot of labor.
Okay.
And so at any given time, we have between 20 and 25 people who are working directly on our farm. We also have a long chain of vendors, suppliers, and service providers who are providing services to our farm, whether it's people who are making borehole or maintaining boreholes, people who are supplying farm inputs. So basically, beyond creating direct jobs, we're also creating indirect jobs, to the community. Beyond the actual job creation, our farm is also involved in community development.
Okay.
We're providing water to our immediate community, and so the borehole that serves the farm also serves the community. Also empowering other people, in their endeavors. Neighboring farmers also enjoy, input from our farms.
Okay.
So beyond just our own farm, jobs that we're creating and then provide families livelihood, we also have that knock-on effect of suppliers also engaged productive activity around our farm. We also try to ensure that most of the labor is local content.
Okay.
And so there is a commitment to ensure that we engage the youth, within our communities and ensure that they feel the benefits of this farm being there.
All right. This is the Speed Lane on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And this morning on the show, we are talking about Food Monger Organics. I am your host on the show. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior, and I'm here with
Fanen Acho,
the founder
and CEO of Food Monger Organics.
Exactly. And this morning, we are shining the spotlight, on a proudly Benue-grown agro-food company, and even taking a closer look at the importance of, those, because he has been emphasizing on this is why it's our own, it's fresh and it's like this, and this is why you should actually trust us. Because some people, the moment you mention some of the things that you are actually offering, I know you mentioned tomatoes, right?
Yeah.
You mentioned cabbage, and first question maybe people want to ask, I can find tomatoes outside. Maybe when I just go to the market, I can find tomatoes there. Why do I have to go that far and then find someone, for some people it might be the first time even getting to hear your name or something like this. So why do I have to go to that extent to actually find tomatoes or cabbage when I just know where to find it, by the roadside, things like that. So I'd like to draw you back on some of those things that you mentioned, because I know that people are very much interested when they get to hear things like this, and they want to know exactly, the range of things that you are actually selling.
All right. Thank you very much. So I'll go one by one, right? And I'll try to help us understand the difference. First of all, not all vegetables, not all food products are born equal, okay? There are levels to these food products. Now, for example, if you were in the studio, I would have shown you our tomatoes, okay? Can you catch one?
Oh, okay. No, that's too risky.
Okay. Now, if you go to the market, you see lots of varieties of tomatoes. And tomatoes have varieties, classified based on their origin, size, water content, and all that. Our tomatoes are called F1 Cobra tomatoes. F1 means they are first generation Cobra tomatoes. They are big plum tomatoes, very firm, low water content, very, very fleshy, and very, very flavorful. You can eat them fresh. You can use them for salads. You can use them for processing. Now, the beautiful thing about tomatoes is that they have very low water content.
Okay.
So they have long shelf lives. You can put one on your shelf, not in the fridge, on your kitchen shelf for 10 days.
10 days.
10 days, and it will not go bad. Okay, if you compare this to the tomatoes you buy, like in your local market, if you go to Wurukum or Wadata, you will notice that, first of all, they have very high water content. Okay, that means they are susceptible to rot and decay very quickly. That's the first one. Two, because they have low water content, it means that when you cook them, the volume stays plenty.
Okay.
The ones with high water content, when you cook them, you see, by the time the water evaporates, you're having very, very little. So if, for example, you grind, a kilo of those, by the time you boil it, what you have is very, very little left because the water evaporates. But in this case, because the water content is very, very low, you're getting more volume and more value at the same time.
Okay.
The third thing is that our tomato seeds are disease resistant. So, sometimes the fruit will look very good on the outside, but inside is infected, and you cannot see that. So what you're getting here is disease resistant. That means that you're getting a healthy tomato that poses no risk to you. Same thing for habanero peppers. Habanero peppers are vegetarian peppers. They are large and extremely hot and flavorful. For example, if you're making a pot of stew for about 4 people, you don't need more than 5 peppers. Last time I cooked, I actually cook very well.
Okay.
Yes, I do. I like food, so
something like that is expected, coming from you. If you deal with this, you should know how to
absolutely. I produce and make and eat food.
Okay.
So last time I made stew. I made it with 3 habanero peppers.
Okay.
And I couldn't eat the stew because it was way too hot. So when you're buying a kilo of our peppers, you're basically going to use it like as though you were buying 2 or 3 other kilos of the regular pepper in the marketplace. So generally, you're getting very high quality produce. Our sweet corn is the same thing. Our sweet corn is different from your normal, maize that you see in the market. Because they look alike, most people confuse sweet corn with regular corn. But our sweet corn is soft, is succulent. If you're going to, you can use it in salads. You can use it, in jollof rice and fried rice. You can use it, you can roast it. You can cook it. If you're boiling it, for example, it boils in 15. It cooks in 15 minutes.
Wow.
Yes,
okay.
15 minutes. You can time it. Once your water is boiled, you throw it in. 15 minutes, it's cooked. Okay, it's very succulent. It's very juicy. Once I gave somebody one, and you can't eat one.
Okay.
Yes, you can't eat one. Once you eat one, you just want more and more and more and more. We have those, also in stock. We have bell peppers. We have cucumbers. So basically, for each product category, you're getting the best products in terms of quality of seeds, how we treat them and bring them to market. It's just every step of the way, we make sure that everything is done properly. The other thing that we makes us different and makes our fruit different is that we employ sustainable methods in our farming practices.
All right.
Okay. That means that, for example, water use is optimal. It also means that we do not harm the environment while we are farming. So beyond just producing food, we're also doing things that ensure that we preserve, and safeguard our environment.
All right.
So you get that added social benefit to the things that we're doing.
Right. So you also can call in and be part of the show. You can call in and ask questions, places you've heard him mention, Fanen mention different things, what he offers, the kind of things that he produces, and then why you should actually choose his over maybe the one that you might find somewhere else. So if you have questions or you want to comment, you can call in and let us hear from you. It's 08084 asking. That's 0808 427 5464. We are also streaming live on Facebook at Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. So you can watch live on Facebook and even leave a comment if you have something to say. Let us hear what your questions are for him, And so you mentioned, Fanen, things about, a tomato. lasting, maybe keeping it on the shelf, and then it lasts even up to 10 days. Now, one thing about people is the moment they see something that is different, we have questions like, okay, does it mean that this one has so many, maybe are they chemicals that we are unfamiliar with, things like that, because that is something many people will want to like question these days, the moment something is different, right? So why should we actually trust that, even if it's bringing something good? Because most of the time you see people like sugar, but then they say, okay, sugar is this is what it's good, but then like too much of this might cost it for you. So you have spoken about the goodness, like it can actually last that long. So how do you make people believe, or what kind of things, composition or things there that will make them like to trust that, okay, this doesn't mean we are bringing the harmful parts, inside while trying to give you, the quality you're looking for?
Okay, that's fine. First of all, I would encourage everybody that the taste of the pudding is in the eating.
Okay. And
you can only confirm the quality, and flavor of our products when you taste them. So I'm going to encourage you to place orders. Later in the program, we'll give you numbers you can call, to be able to access them. We do same-day delivery. For most others, we harvest on the same day and deliver fresh.
Okay.
So you're getting, straight from farm to table. Now, the reason why we are proud of our products is the fact that, like I said before, they are organically produced.
Okay.
Okay. We do not do genetically modified products.
Okay.
So our seedlings are organic products, but they have generation seeds. What that means is that we get our seeds from the first generation of that particular crop.
Okay.
Ensuring that they are actually intact. I don't want to go to the science of seeds, but it means that the seed is in its original form.
Okay.
It's not in its altered form. Okay. That is one. Two, over time, research has helped us improve the quality of agricultural produce, whether it's plants or livestock.
Okay. And
so through research, these seeds have been developed in such a way that they're able to resist disease. They're able to have longer shelf lives. For example, because of the low water content, they stay longer on the shelf. So basically, you're getting a product that has been organically produced in a safe environment. So what you're eating is safe.
Okay.
Yes, people are not used to this. In fact, the first time we started selling in Makadi, because we're selling before the rains came, people call them tomato juice.
Okay.
Because, yes, they were not familiar with, this tomato we come from Benue. And we said, no, these tomatoes are grown in Makadi. In fact, one trader who is a bulk buyer actually came to our farm to confirm that we farm these things in Makadi. The other benefit of what we're doing is that before now, most people will get these vegetables, bell peppers, lettuce, cabbage from Jos. Okay, getting from Jos means that the products that are transported from far distances, which stresses the product. Secondly, the prices also go high. But here you have something right at your doorsteps. You can order something today, and it is harvested and brought to either your restaurant or your hotel or even your home.
All right.
So you're getting fresh produce straight from the table.
That means families, whether people who want to buy like for a household, we can come to you, and you also supply like maybe markets, supermarkets, hotels, and like you mentioned, right? So where exactly can they find this place? You spoke about farms and how you move it, to supply to people. Where exactly is the location?
All right. So our farm is located around kilometer 17, Makodi Boko Road. Some large bulk buyers come to the farm gate to take their orders because they are buying, tens and dozens of baskets. But we also supply directly to restaurants across the entire Makodi, Lafia, Kefi, Abuja corridor. We supply hotels directly to them. They don't need to come to the farm. We supply homes. In fact, we have several, households, that order on a weekly basis. We have people who tell us every week, I need 2 kilos of bell peppers, 2 kilos of habanero, this much tomatoes, and then just like clockwork, we supply them.
Okay.
So for individuals and households and even hotels and restaurants, You don't need to come to the farm. Although sometimes coming to the farm can be a beautiful experience.
Okay.
You can actually watch them harvest your products for you. And we encourage that. But otherwise, we deliver straight to your doorstep on the same day that you order. Yeah.
All right. Now, this is the Speed Lane on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior, and I'm here with
Fanen Acho, CEO of Monger Organics.
And you also can call in, let us get your questions. Fanen Acho has said, okay, this is why you should buy these tomatoes instead of the ones that you would find in your local market. This is why this cabbage that he is selling is preferable to the one that you would find, somewhere else. So let us get you can call in and let us hear if you have any questions, maybe concerning the products or maybe even concerning how you can even get, because speaking, I'm sure that there are some people that might already be interested. You can call in and let us hear from you. And it's 0808 427 5464. That's 0808 427 5464. It's the Speed Lane on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Call in and let us hear from you. Let us hear what you have to say. Now, there is this belief. I myself am someone that believes that maybe buying something directly from the farm is maybe more expensive, because people want to know, even when people hear about the goodness, they want to know how safe it is. It's not like maybe they show up at that location your farm is, and then maybe their pocket doesn't actually meet, what you would actually require from them to get some of your produce. So what would you say? Like, should we be scared?
No, not at all. In fact, you'll be surprised. Okay, you'll be pleasantly surprised. We're offering the best quality product at very affordable rate, and I'll give you simple examples. Our tomatoes go for 2,000 naira for a kilogram.
Okay.
Like a real kilogram, not fake kilogram. Actual kg of tomatoes goes for 2,000 naira. A kilogram of habanero peppers goes for 4,000 naira. A whole kilogram of habanero peppers. A kilogram of bell peppers goes for 6,000 naira. Now, if you go to the market right now, you're going to be buying red peppers for about 1,500 naira for one. Big ones, maybe 2,000. Okay, a kg of bell peppers has about 7 to 8 bell peppers in them, and we're selling it for 6,000. That means you're buying at less than 1,000 naira per bell pepper. Our sweet corn, we sell them 4 pieces for 2,000. 5 pieces for 2,000 naira. That means each piece is about 400 naira. And don't forget, this sweet corn is not the same as your normal kuleke or maize. It is sweet corn. It is a specialty corn that is, in fact, you can even eat it raw if you want to eat it raw. Okay. So when you consider these prices, our prices are very, very affordable. We want a company that is able to serve everybody.
Okay.
The goal here is to meet the food supply gap.
Okay.
And so if we overprice our products, that goal is defeated.
Okay.
And so we ensure that we produce in such a way that we're able to, every single household that can go to the market and buy pepper buy our tomatoes and peppers.
Okay. You mentioned every single, household. Does Monger Organics have enough, supply to actually meet demands?
The answer is current demand, yes.
Okay.
Now, first of all, no one farm can meet the entire demand of the state. Okay. Nigeria as a country employs about 30 billion naira worth of tomatoes every year. Okay, just tomatoes alone. Okay, that's a staggering number. We import over $300 million, and you can confirm all of these facts, of tomato paste annually. There is a general food supply gap in Nigeria. Okay, and so no one person can meet the entire food supply gap. Okay. However, our farm is a 5-hectare farm, optimized and producing all year round. So what you can be sure is that there's consistent production and supply of produce. We are planting, we're producing in batches.
We have a caller for you.
Oh, that's fine.
Hello. All right, we lost that, but you can still call us back again. Number for you to call is 0808 427 5464. That's 0808 427 5464. You can call in and let us hear if you have questions, if you have comments, things that you want to know. He's right here, the CEO, founder, Foodmonger Organics. You can ask him your questions, and whatever you want to know is right here to actually answer. Okay. So now, you made mention of your location, right? Can you remind us of that location again?
It's kilometer 17, Makodik Boko Road.
Okay.
It's in a community called Hangeior, if you know that road very well.
All right.
Shortly after the biotech factory, the ethanol factory, shortly after that, on the right, you veer into a community called Hangeior.
All right.
That's where the farm is.
So about the delivery, because you mentioned like you can order today and it to get to you. Is there something maybe like a link or like maybe a phone number, or maybe do you have like maybe a website, something like that people could actually reach out to you and then get it?
Okay. So we have an order number, a number you can call. You can call 0816 623 2312. You can either call or send a WhatsApp message. The number again is 0816 623 2312. You can call or send a WhatsApp message. Deliveries are same day, freshly harvested from our farms.
All right. Now, something else I'd like to ask you. You mentioned about like mission. You mentioned even when it comes to opportunities, when it comes to like tackling employment, problems, and that is something that people these days, the moment we hear anything that has to do with employment, we are all ears and we want to hear. So can you maybe talk more about that for us, because I'm sure that there are some people that are actually curious about that part as well, because someone might be looking for a job, they're wondering, there is something like this, how can I actually get into it? Like, what do I need to do to actually work at Foodmonger Organics?
Now that's a tricky question, because in fact, right now the company is growing very fast, we're expanding very fast, and so right now we even have openings in the company. But as we speak to you, we're already inundated with CVs.
Okay.
For different positions.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if I want to put that out on the air again.
Okay. That means there are already people in there.
There, of course, there are already people there, and we're also currently hiring, for certain positions. For example, we're hiring new people, for our marketing team. We're hiring people in finance. We're hiring people in logistics and sales.
Okay.
But like I said, we're already inundated with resumes, that we're currently interviewing. But as a company, we are designed for very fast scale. So we're scaling very, very quickly. And so as we scale, we'll continue to bring in people. And we're hiring across all cadres. We're hiring professionals, agronomists, food scientists. We're hiring people who project managers, for various things. So as we scale and expand, we would also keep doing that.
Okay.
And then apart from our permanent workers, sometimes we have casual workers who come in to do casual work.
Yeah.
So for example, we may be clearing a new field, and we can bring in people to clear.
So just part time and then go.
Exactly.
All right.
Or might need someone specialized, maybe a machine to do certain kind of things, and then we hire. But yes, that is very utmost on our minds. But more importantly, one of the things we're currently working on is provide opportunity for young people, especially, to come and do internships in our farm.
Okay.
Our farm is gradually becoming a center of excellence where people are actually right now, as we speak, we have people who are actually interning on the farm, and they're learning, modern practices in agriculture. One of the challenges that we have in Benue State, especially, is that a lot of our farmers are still farming using very archaic practices, which is affecting productivity, affecting yield, and affecting even their access to market. And so we are also training young people in modern farm practices.
All right.
Being able to do precision farming, knowing how to manage crops, doing irrigation, and all of those things. So those internship opportunities would keep opening up, as we carry on. What that does is that beyond just giving you a job, we're giving them skills that can actually go and then start their own agri-businesses as well.
All right.
Yeah.
So, how long have you actually been around for?
Okay, so we we set up the farm. We started setting up the farm last year, October, and then started our first planting cycle this January, and so we are now in our second planting cycle.
Okay.
The first cycle has been very successful. We've sold hectares of tomatoes and peppers, and we are now on our second cycle.
So you were around like all year, because you said January, right?
Yes.
January.
Yes.
And you actually met those demands like all around.
Yes,
yeah.
Because we are, the entire farm is irrigated. So we do not depend on the rain.
Oh, okay.
We have an industrial borehole that we've installed.
Oh.
We've also laid out irrigation system across the entire farm, 5 hectares of the farm. So all of our crops are irrigated. When the rains come, it's a good plus, it's a plus. But without the rains, we're able to, water our farms and then fertigate them using irrigation system.
So, all right. We are still getting fresh tomatoes, whether there's rain, no rain. We are still getting
all year round.
Bell peppers. We're still getting cabbage.
All year round, yes.
Okay. So for like those on the diet, they can actually still get the fresh veggies without having to worry. Maybe there are extra calories, maybe from even chemicals or whatever,
Absolutely.
there. So you can still call in and be part of the show. Number for you to call is 0808 427 5464. That's 0808 427 5464. And we are also streaming live on Facebook at Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. So you can watch live on Facebook and even leave a comment if you have something to say. Let us hear if you have any questions, because he's right here himself. He has told us this is why we should prefer these veggies. This is why we should actually go for these veggies instead of these ones, And I know that people, the way we are, like the first question is like, but there's this one by the side of the road, so why should that actually go that far? Well, you can ask him that yourself, because he's right here with us today on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and we'll be leaving to. So, but finally, Fanen, before we go, for someone listening this morning, right, who has never even bought from from Food Monger Organics before, why should they actually choose you over someone else? Because for most of the things that you mentioned, like ours is fresh. There's also a woman by the roadside who said this one is fresh. Like we just bought it from the farm today. We just did this one. So why should they come all the way? People might be calculating this is the cost. Like I have to leave there, go to Food Monger Organics. Like when I can see that, okay, maybe the woman's tomatoes even has sand. When people see that, they just believe that it's fresh. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes. Good morning.
Morning.
Yes. Tell us your name.
James. And this question is for Fanen.
Okay. Fanen, go on.
All right. So my concern is, you're doing well from what I'm listening to and hearing from your interview and your answers. But I'm just concerned for a household with maybe a small need, small consumption need for things like bell peppers and all of that. Does your farm supply, or is just for the bigger market?
Thanks. I didn't get the caller's name.
King James.
Oh, King James, nice to hear from you. Thank you so much for your question.
All right.
Yes, we sell to households, we sell to large establishments, we sell to wholesalers. In fact, as before I left this morning, I got orders for 1 kg of bell peppers and 1 kg of habanero peppers. We deliver to households at a small delivery fee, most times between 1,000 and 2,000, depending on the distance. So yes, households can order. They don't have to come to the farm. They can order and get it delivered to their kitchens same day. Yes.
Right. So how soon are you going to have outlets that, because your farm is away some 15, 16 kilometers away from town, how soon are you going to get outlets so that somebody can just walk in and pick?
Yeah. Well, if you notice something very interesting, there is no supermarket in Benue and Makadi, and I've done that research, not just in theory, but I've physically been there to confirm. There's no supermarket in Makadi, for example, that sells vegetables, not even one. I'm not going to call any names, not even one. And so I noticed that the shopping culture here is not built around buying vegetables from supermarkets. Monger Organics is planning to change that. Was now planning to set up the first purely grocery store, fresh grocery store in Makodi. It will be in the central area, around high level, where people can actually walk in and buy fresh vegetables. So that is in the works, and it should be live before the end of the year. Hopefully, we can then begin to cultivate a culture of walking into a store to buy tomatoes, to buy, cabbage, to buy lettuce. But currently, no supermarket does that, and I think that we can change that culture, and we're planning to do that.
All right. Okay. So we should expect to actually walk into a supermarket that sells those fresh vegetables, that we don't have to worry about chemicals, and all of those things that people have to worry about, especially when it comes to food. People are getting more worried about what they consume these days. So even with those supermarkets that you speak about, we still won't have to be worried, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. So you were about to answer a question, for someone who this is their first time, listening, and they just heard Food Monger Organics, why should they choose you over someone else?
Okay, whatever I say right now will be a claim.
Okay.
All right, it will be a claim. But I've mentioned all the reasons that you choose us. I will give you the opportunity to try our products.
Okay.
And you will become an ambassador of our products.
All right. Okay.
Yes. So I encourage everybody who's listening, please, again, call our numbers 0816 623 2312 and make your order. You can order from 1 kg. We sell in kilograms. You can order 1 kg of bell peppers, 1 kg of tomatoes, 1 kg of habanero peppers. Our sweet corn we sell in pieces of 5 for 2,000.
Okay.
Those are currently being harvested and sold. In the coming weeks, we're going to have cucumbers. Our lettuce is on the farm. It will be soon ready for sale. Cabbage on the farm, soon ready for sale. But our habanero peppers, our bell peppers, our sweet corns, you can order immediately. And again, I said they will be delivered same day fresh to you.
Okay.
No quantity is too low. We take orders from 1 kg and above.
Okay.
Yeah.
And can you remind us of your location again?
Location is, I keep saying that you don't have to come to the farm.
Okay. But some people, some of us would like to go and see ourselves.
That's fine. We'll entertain guests. Location again is kilometer 17 is Angbaye, along the Makodi Boko Road. Yes.
All right. So, a big thank you to our guest, Fanen Acho, the founder, Food Monger Organics, right? And for taking time to tell us about, the company, the product, services they offer, and the work that they are doing here. So if you have been maybe someone who has been searching for someone like this, you got the answer live here today on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And I've been your host on the show. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior. Don't forget to remember to keep listening to Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM.
Hello, my Cloody. Asking Radio is here.